you guys doing on this good old playoff Saturday? A lot of games going on, a lot of things going on, a lot of situational football going on. Absolutely exciting, obviously, but a lot of analysis going on, a lot of watching the game and seeing what takes place and what it takes to win football games, which is not one player. Listen, man, you just watch the Seahawks get beat with Russell Wilson. Goff was 9 for 19 with 155 yards and a touchdown, and he beat Russell Wilson. You know why? Because it's more to your team than just a quarterback. It is more to winning football games. Everybody knows over the years that defense wins championships in the NFL. It just does. Simple and plain. You have to be good on at least both sides of the ball. Good at least on both sides of the ball. You don't have to be the greatest offense in history. If you have a good offense and a good defense, chances are, if your team is built correctly, you're going to win football games. Russell Wilson was sacked 4 times today, especially at the end of the game. That was crucial. Also, the Rams were producing turnovers. That defense today is what won Jared Goff that football game today. And their running game, which your team also never has, won Jared Goff that football game today. That's what I'm pointing out to you. Your quarterback doesn't have to be the greatest quarterback of all time to win playoff games. Your team just has to be built halfway decent. You remember when we went to the playoffs? We had that half-built decent defense that we had, and that half-built decent offense that we had, still with no running game, still without a running game. Playoff game that we should have won, obviously. But those competitive times, or time, your team was halfway decent. That doesn't happen often here in Detroit. Year after year, either the defense sucked, offense sucked, we can never get a consistent running game. It's always something. The offensive line sucks. The defensive line sucks. The secondary always sucks because we always only have one guy at cornerback that's the guy instead of 2. Your team is the problem. Simple. Your team. I don't care if your quarterback runs. I don't care if he stands in the backfield. If your team ain't built correctly, you ain't winning shit. Excuse my language. Got me cussing in front of my daughter like a bad father right now because of y'all. Listen, man. Like I said, oh boy. I cannot scream this at people enough, dude. Enough. Your teams are just not built right. The Lions can't get right when it comes to building a complete roster. We can never get close to having a complete roster. Never. We always focus on one thing and then the other thing goes to crap. We can never build a complete roster here. We can never have a half-decent running game. We can never have a offensive line and a defensive line. We can never win trenches on both sides of the ball. It's always one suck and the other one is okay with the Lions. And you want that. Anyway, Lions interested in Todd Bowles. About to go home, finish watching this Tampa Bay game with a fine-tooth comb. Actually looking at the football field and seeing what's happening from a football standpoint instead of some stat sheets and some records and all of that crap. But yeah, the Lions act like they got all the time in the world Like you're not competitive with other teams to land some of these guys to bring them here. Yeah, like you got all the time in the world. We always do stuff like that. Remember when Khalil Mack was in town? Lions always sit back and twiddle their fingers, man. They just always do. They always so lackadaisical with stuff, man. They always take their precious time like they're some type of good franchise. We hire guys to come in and fire people because 9-7 ain't good enough, like we're some type of special franchise. Oh, you finally start going to the playoffs, and all of a sudden you get uppity and say, oh, well, 9-7 isn't good enough because our franchise, that's what we do. We go to the playoffs. Fool, you the Lions. You the Lions, man. I don't know how many times I got to keep screaming at y'all. You are the Detroit Lions. It just doesn't work that way. The Lions should be the most aggressive team, period. You know who you want. You gave hints. Basically telling people you pretty much know who you want. Why are you still interviewing the entire NFL? I hate to see Rod Wood talk. Mr. I'm not a football guy. This franchise, man, and this fan base is, it's disgusting, man. It's disgusting. The fans blame everybody but the damn franchise. The franchise does everything but fix the franchise. So, anyway, just wanted to come on here and talk about that right quick, man. Like I said, we interviewed Robert Saleh. It was a rumor going out about him having a terrible interview, which was absolutely not true. These rumors come out of everywhere. Then, the rumor was about with the cake situation. His wife ordered the cake and all the, the Lions fan base is just so desperate. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, besides all of that news, man, that's why I tell y'all need to subscribe to Dose of Dion, man, because he put everything. As soon as something come out, he put it out there. Y'all need to subscribe to his channel, man. He keep you guys updated. So that young man is working hard. Y'all need to appreciate that, man. I watch his content every day, man. So, yeah, y'all need to shout out to Dose of Dion 2.0. Y'all need to check that channel out. But other than that, man, y'all enjoy y'all Saturday. Enjoy this playoff football. And, yeah, it's going to be an interesting night for you stats guys because football is won in multiple ways, but defense wins championships. It just does. If your team can't stop nobody from scoring, you're just not going to be successful. Hell, you had a football team this year that can put up points, but we couldn't beat nobody because we couldn't stop nobody. Decent offense, bad defense. It's always the same with the Lions every single time. That's the problem, Detroit Lions fans. Your team is always incomplete. It's always a box that's unchecked. Build a complete roster. Don't go in this draft and draft a receiver because that's what's going around right now. Fix your defense. It's really just not that hard, man. For the Lions it is, because everybody that's in ownership right now has the brain capacity of a peanut. I'll see you guys later.